Hi everyone, welcome back to Fragrance Finder. I'm your host Frost Tanner. Today we're going to be answering the question, should you buy Versace HOMME? Let's get to it. This is an eau de toilette launched in the year 1984, and the perfumer is Roger Pellegrino. Now this is a 100 ml bottle. The bottle design kind of looks like an aftershave. It's just like an ordinary sort of bottle design. It's got a frosted leaf on the side, which gives it a nice little touch. But other than that, the atomizer and the cap seems pretty cheap. Kind of cheapens the overall look. But let's give it a spray. You can pause the video here for a full note breakdown. The opening is very powdery, it's piney, it's soapy, and very herbal. And throughout, it's very powdery. On the dry down, you can get a little bit of leathery notes and a bit of tonka as well. I'm gonna be honest though, and I'm very sorry to our good friend Dustin who let us borrow this fragrance and actually owns this, but someone once told me that this smells like a urinal cake. And once you have heard that and you smell this, all I can smell is urinal cake. So in terms of main notes, top notes, mid notes, base notes, urinal cake.
What do they have in the bathroom? Urinal cakes with my face on it.
I don't see how
I've had people come up to me on the streets and say, I know you from somewhere. Yeah, you do. You pissed on my face.
Now you do get a little bit of that aftershave barbershop-y smell as well. So it's as if you're in the 1980s, you walked into a mafia-owned barbershop, you go to the back, you walk into the men's bathroom, and in the urinal, there's a fresh urinal cake, you lean over it and you waft it a little bit. That's exactly what this would smell like.
This isn't a urinal, is it?
Now, as for time and occasion, because it's sort of powdery, piney, and herbal, I see this as more of a fall-winter type of fragrance. And as for demographic, this is a very dated scent. I see someone in their late 50s to late 70s wearing this. Now, I'm gonna rate this fragrance in 5 categories. Now, this is how it's gonna be on my skin, so the experience may be different for you. As for longevity, this gets an 8 out of 10. You probably get about a solid 6 hours out of it. As for projection, this gets an 8.5 out of 10. Now, this is probably a beyond arm's reach kind of fragrance. I don't like it on my skin up close, but it's kind of like Paco Rabanne 1 Million in a way, where up close it kind of is headache inducing, but when someone is wearing it kind of further away, it smells a lot better. At least that's what it's like for me. Now, as for my personal rating, I give this a 2 out of 10. That's quite harsh, isn't it? As for my personal rating, I give this a 2 out of 10. Now, the sillage is not bad when someone else is wearing it, but for my personal tastes, I don't like the smell at all. It's kind of headache inducing, and I cannot get over the urinal cake scent. And for the color of the liquid, it's actually quite fitting. As for uniqueness, this gets a 4 out of 10. Now you can smell this fragrance quite often in a typical men's bathroom, or an old-timey kind of aftershave, or even something like classic Old Spice. Review for this coming up soon, by the way. So 4 out of 10, not that unique. Now, as for value, this gets a 6 out of 10. You can find this for about 40 Canadian dollars for the 100 ml bottle at discounters. Now, this is pretty solid dollar to juice ratio, but for the quality of the scent, I don't think it's particularly good value. Now, when we total up all the scores and average it out, Versace HOMME gets a 5.7 out of 10. Now, if you're curious about fragrances that I actually do like, consider checking out some of the other videos on our channel. We will also be having some more modern Versace fragrances under review as well. So, see you next time.